and they must be able to configure networks for fast, secure, reliable operation. 2. Diagnostic skills are essential for this job. These technicians must be able to troubleshoot network issues quickly by identifying the sources of problems, which could be due to hardware, software, or network faults. They must also be able to analyze network traffic flows to identify potential bottlenecks and improve levels of service to users. Personal skills. They need good interpersonal skills to communicate with network users and others. Strong ability to write reports and perform system documentation. Strong customer support skills. Strong ability to effectively interact with employees and the public. Interested applicants should forward their CVs or resume plus a letter to justify their employment to the email address below, saltechj@gmail.com.
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1, simply the best.
Apologize for that each day. From New Englandville studio. Good morning and welcome to another edition of the program Good Morning Salon for this week, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today na Thursday, June 20, 2019. We where they bring this edition of the program Good Morning Salon come to you. My name is Musa S. Kamara.
And my name is James. Good morning. Now the program today, the leader of government business, Honorable Mohammed Tunis, don't use Section 29 and other section them. Now the 1991 Constitution for pull the state of emergency where President's bill puts on rape and other sexual violence crime them. Outside Parliament could begin debates the Sexual Offences Act of 2019 today Thursday, June 20, where the Justice Ministry Kerna Parliament. The Assistant Commissioner for the Anti-Smuggling Units and Border Control Management, now the National Revenue Authority, Richard Senesi, say governments they lost over 100 million loans every month because people they smuggle seen them across now the border them. And the chairman for the Presidential Infrastructure Initiative, Dr. John Timby, Dr. John Tambi, go talk about the Lunge Bridge project where President Bill opened bid for Wednesday, June 19 at State House.
Well, this and other story them day na the program for you, plus the Accountant General Richard William don't deny na High Court before Justice Miata Sambase, not to him being signed for make the Minister of Foreign Affairs give service passport to commander na the Accountant General's office, and Wakabot self day inside the program for you. Members say you dey listen we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl, courtesy of Osiwa empowered by AfriCell. The program na Good Morning Saloon. You can send your text message on the number 0779819181, 07798191, and the number for send your text message and comment on issues that we will discuss inside the program. As you hear from headline today inside the program, we get Dr. John E. Tambi, Chairman Presidential Infrastructure Initiative, where they can talk about the Lunge Bridge where President don't open bidding for. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome.
Day with me inside the program, will they come to you?
All right, we first go to Parliament to say yesterday the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, assured the tender process for build the 8-kilometer bridge from Freetown to Lunge say go be transparent and no go get any corruption so that this project go benefit Salon people them. President Bio talk this way he be they open the first investors conference on infrastructure at State House and for open the bid process of the Lunge Bridge. Radio Democracy Mohammed Sharif gets more and go now reports.
For make any country go develop infrastructure for be top priority for any government agenda. We make President Dr. Julius Maada Bio inside a new direction document put infrastructure as one priority area them for investment for lead to economic diversification. We make over the past 12 months, Dr. Bio don dey ask different investors them na the world for come construct the bridge where they link Freetown to Lunge. And according to President Bio, now for tap the plenty challenge them where people can get, especially people where they travel na Lunge International Airport. We make Wednesday, June 19, His Excellency Dr. Julius Maada Bio been open the first investors conference on infrastructure and status. Who said Dr. Bio say, in government believes say infrastructural development not for be wahala by the country with plenty debts.
They should be financed in such a way that the public and future generations are not liable for that debt. Each infrastructural development or investment must be able to pay back for itself. It must also be worth the cost of constructing and maintaining it over its lifespan. So we are not going to build a bridge or an airport for which the people of Sierra Leone are going to pay back high interest loans for the next 30 years. That simply does not make economic sense.
Dr. Bio Keyon say in government could make sure say this project and other one them give job to Salon people.
In the construction and maintenance phases, there must be real job opportunities and skills training and transfer with implications for real income for Sierra Leoneans. We will insist on that for every infrastructural investment in this country. Infrastructure investment leads to new businesses, and new businesses create more jobs, leads to new settlements or new population centers, create a need for new and more services, and increase the overall economic productivity that can only be good for our economy.
Dr. Bio Keyon say in government don't they create the space for make investor them go come na the country. We make it say instead go monitor the tender process for make Salon people go benefit.
The tender processes must be competitive, transparent, corrupt-free, and must offer the best value for money for this country. We strongly discourage bribery, kickbacks, red tape, and other murky transactions and practices around infrastructural investment. This government and this country strongly discourages corruption. Therefore, directed the Office of Presidential Infrastructure Initiatives to be particularly attentive to all the foregoing critical elements and ensure that every tender is compliant and every tender is in the best long-term interest of Sierra Leone and Sierra Leoneans.
Inside Ion Talk, the Chairman Presidential Infrastructure Initiative at the Office of the President, Dr. John Tambi, where in and team do the Lunge Bridge study and serve the lead the process saying it possible for make Salon go construct this bridge.
Construction period is 4 to 6 years. The length of the toll is 8 kilometers from embankment to embankment. Estimated cost is 1.8 to 2.1 billion. The bridge will pay for itself based on our modeling and also on analysis between 10 to 18 years. The design life is 120 years. During the entire construction period, over 5,000 jobs will be created. The Lunge Bridge is economically viable. Total Lunge Bridge project benefit estimate is 11.2 billion over 25 years. In the long term, we are estimating that the growth within the bridge impact area is double digit. But what is also important, which I want you to recognize, let's say the bridge pays for itself in 20 years, worst case scenario. Because you have a design life of 120 years, so for 100 years, you're going to be receiving revenue that you never have today. Look at it from that context. For 100 years, when all of us are gone, you're going to be receiving revenue with no debt to pay that we don't have today. So basically what we have done, we are building the future for the future.
And after we President Bio don open the tender for the Lunge Bridge, Ready Democracy been asked the mayor na Freetown City Council, Yvonne Akisoya, we say the council go support this project.
And the reason is because this concept of a bridge could be of great benefit to Freetown from various perspectives.
Whose benefit?
One of the main benefits them is we get a lot of pressure on Freetown because all man the Freetown. At the moment, we land constraint by actually having the bridge and opening up Lunge. We confidently say the impact of that could be more people than we're able to reside in Lunge, take a very short vehicle ride across the bridge for able to walk in our Freetown. So we go see a benefit of decongestion.
Mayor, which role actually where you and council as a whole get for play for ensure see the land them way this project get for actually use people and
we get a very, very
significant they provide the land.
We get a very, very significant role for playing. We already don't begin playing. Just now, so I come out a conference slug where the Slum Dwellers Association we did it, as we don't do already. As the municipal government, any investment we go touch on the residents, we need the interface. We need for ensure say what we do them in a sustainable way.
And this bridge will go done inside the next 4 to 6 years. Go give work to over 5,000 jobs to Salon people. And go help them learn different skills as government self go to get couple from this bridge for the Society for Radio Democracy. Mohammed Sharif, the report.
7:41 at the time from studio clock. We continue with the program. Good morning, Salon, where they come to you from 98.1 FM. Well, the reports where Mohammed Sharif put together, the process we have yesterday in our State House and inside the program for can talk more about this Lunge Bridge and the benefits where it gets to Salon people. Again, we want to welcome Dr. John E. Tambi. Well, Dr. Tambi, now the very first time we get on Radio Democracy, and in the chairman for Presidential Infrastructure Initiative in the State House, we get over 35 years experience from project management, planning, engineering, training, policy development, economic experience. Also, specialize in air, road, sea, and rail transports mode them. He also does serve as senior and executive level position for one of the world's leading management agency of airports, ports of New York and New Jersey. I hope I get them correct. And also Dr. Tambi specialized for project management and infrastructure, transport planning and policy development, regional aviation planning, and airport master planning. Well, it gets a very, very huge CV now, but it's a pleasure to get you, Dr. Tambi, for the very first time at the studios.
Thank you. Good morning. It's also a pleasure for meet you.
All right. Before we can talk about the Lunge Bridge, let me look at the office where you're chairman, Presidential Infrastructure Initiative. Give me what in they do.
Okay, make I explain how this office come about. Before I joined the government, I worked for the African Union as senior advisor and coordinator for the Presidential Infrastructure Champion Initiative. This initiative was developed in 2010, and I'll be part of the process for develop the modalities. I work with nine African government, head of president them, where we get 10 projects. And this project then, I may be the coordinator on behalf of the African Union. So with that experience, after we implement about 5 out of the 9, we will come into power last year. I proposed this thing to the president, and he looked into it. He found out say this is not the best way for implement infrastructure in this country. And the fast way, we're not going to go through the traditional method. So this office here was created by the president for plan, for design, and for implement strategic. Let me try to break strategic down. Strategic means a project way important for all my way, all Salon people and go better and benefit from the project. And also transformative project will go change the face of this country. So this office now for plan project that will go benefit all Salon people. Project will change the face of this country in the shortest possible time, but most importantly, for let the government not will get debt. the government will get debt. So this office, that's what the office do.
What are some of the projects them we this office don't pioneer or don't proposed from within form or will you be head?
Okay, what we do when I come, I look at the infrastructure landscape of the country. Which project they will do, we go benefit all Salomon. We go change the landscape of this country, and we go make the country not get debt. I come up with 22 projects. But now, the project by themselves, they not go pay for themselves. So for them, they go able for pay for themselves. I cluster them, I group them into 4. The Lunge Bridge, we talk about now one for them, one for the cluster. Lunge Bridge now an anchor project for 6 other projects them. You see, so when we talk about Lunge Bridge, not look at no more as Lunge Bridge. Not look as the bridge. We go bring economic development. We go transform this country. We go create jobs. We go make sure say this country go change for good.
Which one are the 6 other projects?
The 6 other projects that we associated with the Lunge Bridge. Now, 1, the new airport terminal, na Lunge. We know they move the airport. The airport will stay. But we'll build new airport terminal, new taxiway. We will do the airport so that we will then done. You will tell us so we then get brand new airport. That's now 1. We get a convention center, na Lunge, or the bill. We also get free trade zone, na Lunge, or the bill. Free trade zone means you can bring factory and industry there. We go create jobs. And we will ship them out of the country. It will be more competitive compared to the other part of Africa. We also get a new city who want build na Lunge for big hotel houses and for tourists. Then on the Freetown side, we get a government wharf area who want for build a marina, or build shopping center. Marina now the side you put boat and ferry them for go Lunge. Shopping center, a plaza, a hotel. They will also get the other project when a coastal road. The road they will go along the coast to the east end. It will connect with Bible Road. To the west end, it will connect to the beach road. So all them projects are we put them together with the Lunge Bridge. It begin for Cisse, the country then begin change.
You talk about plenty projects them we the government's plan for do, but how institutionalize them project here so that politics no affect them way like for regime change no go affect them project here?
That's a very important question. You see, this office not they look at politics in terms of development. This office they look at development in terms of Salon people them.
I mean regime change.
With or without regime change, and unless you know want let this country go better before, unless you know want let the people their life improve, unless you know want let this country look good, no regime, I can repeat that, will change them project they are so what they talk about. Because anyhow you look at the project will help this country for go before. The project will be good for people then.
All right. Well, that's now Dr. John E. Tambi, the chairman for Presidential Infrastructure Initiative. We go spend time more for you can talk about the office as you don't begin talk Naya so, but today you don't have to talk about the Lunge Bridge. We get a whole debate right now where they go on now the country. Yesterday we see say for the first time then go present some reports where now visibility studies where they do on the bridge, and also President pull the bidding process now do. This visibility study I understand saying it be done by Sierra Leoneans them, and then they go present them. So let's start from the process. The visibility studies we say indeed it's possible for get bridge from Salon from Freetown to Lunge to the bidding process yesterday. How the process for the visibility studies go?
Okay, make us start for say why we do this study. From 2010 to 2018, all the studies they didn't do for the Lunge Bridge. The Lunge Bridge not to today begin. All the studies they didn't do. now people they will come out outside and do them. Our question is, for a project which is so important to we, why we for allow other people them? For can tell you what you for want, what you forget, how you for be.
Maybe they will get the expertise.
No, we say get the expertise. Now that I try for prove to Salon people them. Salon people will get for believe in the people them. We get for respect with people them for say anything what they happen outside. We say able to do them to a greater extent. Of course, some expertise and they will not get. But for do a pre-feasibility study or feasibility study phase 1, I don't see no reason why we not go do them. So what I do, I'll try to identify young Salon people then for that matter, who get the academic skills and the technical skills. I'll put them together, put together in terms of reference, what you for do, because we don't do Denka work. I don't do Denka work here before. And I'm happy to say the team then produced a good report within the 4 months. Because what we do, we look at all the studies, and most of them studies, and then Chinese they didn't do them. And just so that you know, the Chinese have never been ready for build a Lunge bridge. But what they try for build, not to team for benefit we in terms of the bridge. For example, the bridge for land some side, where as you reach, you will get caught up in the traffic jam. You see? So what is the value for build a bridge, where for save travel time, but as you cancel, you get caught up in the traffic. So what we do, we as Salon people then, we say, okay, Salon want build this bridge here. First, is it economical? We go will pay for them? It makes sense? That's the first question we ask yourself. Second, which kind of bridge you want? Will it be a bridge for the future, not for today, for the next 120 years, so that the picking will get for kind of generation after we go enjoy the bridge. If you go to Europe, if you go in East America, all them big bridges you wanna see, they then build a long time, like the Brooklyn Bridge. They then built over 120 years ago. So we self begin for plan we own future. That make us with the build a future for the future.
So the visibility study in 9 states say a possible forget this bridge across
yes.
Lunge. So now the process starts yesterday. Investors then come. We say the bidding process starts. Waiting to be the reaction of the investors then before we can look at the economic benefits. We say people they compare the Mama project and the Lunge projects. Waiting to be the reaction of the investors then we come.
Okay, first you have to understand the mentality and the mindset of the investors. Then they use for come and talk to you. You go take debt. Then they come, because I can see them get the expertise, then build the structure for you, then they left you, then go. At the end of the day, that you get for pay the debt, you pick the way for bond after and then go for pay the debt. For example, right now, the government get over $2 billion debt will get for pay. And will not take part in some of them project in there. So now the investors for them this is a new thinking, a new way for do business. But they then begin to understand because we sit down and explain to them, say, listen, you know they can't build something you run away go. If you want to invest, build something, operate them, manage them, make sure say they work. Then we then get your money done, then you go. Now that we call BOT, Build, Operate, Transfer, or
this
Design, Build, Operate, Transfer.
The cost where they go around but the 2 billion. What's how it come out?
Or the cost is very simple. If you look at other bridge, then we see
the visibility studies.
now the feasibility companies cost because the other cost. Let me give you an example. One of the Chinese costs became close to about 1.2 billion. That study they have 4 lanes. 4 lanes. I mean, 2 lanes for go and 2 lanes for come.
Okay.
We also get 3 lanes. So you get for begin for understand that now the difference. You get 3 lanes for go and 3 lanes for come. So 3 motor car can go, 3 motor car they come back. Then on top of that, in the middle, we then design for train. In the future, we'll put train. We will take you from Freetown to Lunge or Lunge to Freetown. So when you put all that together, the 2.1 billion, Enoboku.
You talk about BOT,
Yes.
bill operation transfer. What did you try for explaining really?
Okay, what I try for explain, I be talk say with the implement infrastructure, we're not gonna put the country per debt. We want for run away from debt. Impossible. Bill operate transfer. Simple. This is now a concept where you get agreement with the developer or the investor. And go build the base in our first and I get for grip on the price. Okay, and I get for grip on the price. And I get for grip on how long it will take for like getting money back. Okay, based on the projected revenue where you go get from the bridge, for example. So now, the bill operate transfer, you get the investor or a developer who will agree for the price. They say, okay, me go bill them, I go operate them, where I then get me money plus me profit, then I hand the project over to you now. And the reason why we do that, first, if you get for build something and operate them, you go make sure you bill them well.
So how you go getting your money?
Because this bridge is not free at all. What do you told them? You have to pay for going. For example, right now, you pay $40 for take the coach when I airport one way, one passenger. So the ferry now 5,000, I believe, 5,000 leons. So now the bridge is not going to be free. You have to pay, but we will make sure say, then people when they go like Lunge for the traditional people when they go Lunge who live there, the own price go different from person when they go to the airport, from people when they go to the new city and develop. So we go too long, but the price then go different. We go make sure say
how long?
How long
the toll go last?
It will last forever. The toll last forever. I make I say yesterday. After we then pay the president pay for himself, for the rest of the 100 years we left, we'll get a profit. So because the toll go always there. So waiting, I'm not going to talk about right now. Is how the toll go there, the price of the toll. But the toll go always there. Otherwise, nothing other free in the world.
So the people then they talk about the Mama project where for being create a new city. And this bridge, na bridge for go Lunge. Waiting at the difference between them two here, where government will cancel the Mama project.
Okay, they're completely different. First, let me start with the Mama project because me now aviation expert. I be teach airport planning and design. Before they start Mama airport, they call me. I give them advice. But, you know, they not listen. Airport, not just the airport terminal, the runway and the taxiway. Airport now a whole city, a whole town. People then get for go walk in the airport. They get for get house. They get for get hospital. They get for get school. They get for get all them facility them. We go make the airport function. You see. So Mama airport, we just focus. What you miss you? Focus on the runway and the taxiway and the airport itself. Now, the project when they count for Mama airport, if you're not going to believe this, is small past Lunge airport. This is the fact. The Mama airport design and the space where they get from Mama airport is small past Lunge airport.
It's small past Lunge airport,
yes.
But if we create another city like where you talk about,
no.
Also same all the facilities there before they did.
For create the other city that you get for invest in infrastructure. Why invest in infrastructure where you already get? Let me tell you, Lunge is a perfect place. Lunge, the runway, you saw the plane that they land, now 3.2 kilometers, which is standard for any international runway. The facilities they already there, they're not too bad. You already get the infrastructure in Lunge. You already have a community in Lunge. You get hospitals, you get schools, you get hostel. You see. And now the airport and the bridge, you know, for looking like that. The bridge not just for the airport. I just forget this clear to all Salon people. Them. The bridge now for economic development of this country. Let me tell you why. You're not gonna believe, Port Local area, you get the highest GDP. When I say GDP, the gross domestic product. But let me break it down. In terms of economic activity, in terms of businesses in this country, for local area, get more businesses to the total of Salon. Western area, Freetown area, you'll be surprised, it can third. So now what we try for do? We want to connect then to region we get economic activity together.
All right.
Okay. That's the first aspect of the bridge. Now so enough for begin for look at the bridge.
Okay, continue for the week inside the program. In him now Dr. John Itambi, Chairman Presidential Infrastructure Initiative. They talk about the Lungi Bridge project where the President open bidding for yesterday in our state. We'll continue for the week inside the program. The time from is 2 o'clock now 8 o'clock. We'll go for this short break. We'll come back with the continue the program. Good morning, Salon.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile App, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody like you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office like you not get the account number. Buy Salite, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for me boss man them. With Million Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all you supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
The program you listen to na Good Morning Salon, we come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We will bring this edition of the program come to you. My name is Musa S. Kamara.
And me Asma James.
We continue for look at more issues inside the program, and we take one of the headline stories now inside the program. As the Assistant Commissioner for the Anti-Smuggling Unit and Border Control Management at the National Revenue Authority, Rihad Sensi say, government they lost over 100 million yuan per month because people can smuggle goods them out of the country. We make the resident minister Northwest Aja Aisata Abdullahi Kamara don't call on chief and community people them for paid and task for make government able support the free quality education. This be where the National Revenue Authority go reopen the custom checkpoints na Port Loco. Radio Democracy Mohammed Sharif gets more and the gonna reports. Okay, they get issue with that in Saturday. We come with them when we get them. The program they listen to na Good Morning Salon where they come to you from Society for Radio Democracy 98.1. Okay, we go back to Studio 2 now for the insert.
The National Revenue Authority NRA gets the mandate for raise copper for government, where government can use for support national projects and programs them. And for sake of this make the National Revenue Authority don't they put different strategy them in place for make people go pay them tax them all about the country. But one challenge where the authority be not the get na the cannibal way how people don't they bring and pull commot things them na the country the wrong way. We make this BNTM the National Revenue Authority. We go work on a different parts them na the country and find out say Port Loco. Now one strategic point where government can get plenty copper. We make Tuesday, June 17, the National Revenue Authority go reopen the customs checkpoints na Port Loco. Richard Hindowa Senesi na the Assistant Commissioner Anti-Smuggling Unit and Border Control Management na the National Revenue Authority say this checkpoints where government through the office don't open. Key for make government go get copper and support national programs them.
This government don't go for a little over 1 year, then they pay people them in time, then they pay salaries, then they take care of them bills. Then they go overdraft. Now because of this work what they do as NRA, now make governments they get that kind of money for able to facilitate them business. When I take over some 7 months ago as the commissioner, we're responsible for the borders.
Do some research. Part of my background check what I do, I realize that this checkpoints within Naya be very strategic. So for some reason, them pull them come out Naya. You know, the previous administration will be there Naya, pull them.
The first two I do a contact the minister we sit on Naya. We convey a meeting, we go sit on about we discuss and we agree say we can reinstate the checkpoint. So there and then we contacted the IG and other stakeholders. and then give them blessing for every one. Smuggling not a way good for any country.
Mr. Senesi Keyon say government can they lost plenty couple every month.
From which I get at least 100 million at least per month. With tightening the borders, we can't for realize we expect to get more money now. Because
so how you get for ensure say this happen as much as this really fall under your mandate?
I don't begin talk to me guys them. Then they do proper check, proper scrutiny, because you need to do double work. Where they don't check the trucks and balamuya, they can as long as they present the receipt, they are good to go. So we need to pay nothing at all to government. Now then we come after Naya. Even the community people them, you see how then jubilant the reopening of this checkpoint.
Inside Iyon talk on behalf of the local authority and community people, the chiefdom speaker, Chief Malapi Tarawali say, then glad the way government decide for open the checkpoints back.
The paramount chief together with the community of Bakeloko appreciated NRA for they can reopen back now come in as a checkpoint. We the community people, we don't oblige and we get to for give support to NRA and whatever thing we go bring a spillover for the pay tax. The community of Chiefdom, come in general, we go call a meeting for talk to them, make them be watchdog for help NRA. Now, if God make like how they don't carry establish the NRA checkpoint, and we hope everything will come so well, then what would they expect? We go want community center, we go want hospital, but based on what the community go do, now that go move NRA for do all waiting everything they ask for.
And plenty time where people can do the wrong things them. Now bike or motorcar them then can they use. We make the Secretary General for Motor Drivers Union at Poloko District at the Gali by Kamara been support the process.
I assure everybody now say the drivers union go do everything for make sure say drivers then become law abiding and then work with the NRA team for say the work they gonna effectively. There are the big NRA team we come. So half job then denier like for offload, for man the checkpoint, they are many member the community people they waiting there. Then not bring that person from outside again for Kantua.
Laminin Ahmed Amara na the Security Coordinator Northwest Office of the National Security ONS say, then na the security sector believe say government forget couple.
Because we will not discuss our security meeting say this checkpoint for Canada. Because we na the security sector believe say government forget money. If the government get money, it will make the people happy. Then we na the security sector will get less job for do. We the people in a Kotloko want collab, and that means we get for support NRA for let NRA succeed.
Where it again in keynote address, the resident minister Northwest Haja Abdullahi Kamara call on chief and community people for pay them tax as they been talked about the benefits them.
For pay salary, for build roads, for pay energy. The free education. They provide security. They help for let the place open. When they can open, so even the people in the community, they will able for begin for do trading and let them help the NRA people and for say the one way they do illegal routes where then they take some them bike, especially the bikes them. When the person then came for use now then come with them for car. Let them help NRA say where they see them illegal thing they happen. Then try for do arrest the country the loss revenue.
So how you get for ensure say you monitor as a resident minister in this part of the country, but monitor for make sure say all the one they will make commitments actually adhere to the commitments.
Me na minister we one thing say for me, I not collect less until well before I go for the camp. I always prevent falling in up well. One way follow it for regulate that thing. Now when we can get on this strategic side way before say you not get way for go Lunge, you not get way for reach that it, you not get way for go McKinney, but we go able for intercept you right now so and see if you papers and the legal, you don't pay what you do for pay to revenue to the government.
And according to Wokmandem na the National Revenue Authority NRA, Semweso say the authority they plan for open new custom checkpoints na Gendema and other parts them na the country for the Society for Radio Democracy. Mohammed Sherif, the report.
All right, 9 minutes after 8 now the time from our studio clock. We continue with the program with studio guest now the program this morning, Dr. John Itambi, Chairman, Presidential Infrastructure Initiative. I mean the man with the lead the Lunge Bridge project. Now let me look at the importance of this bridge and the timing of this bridge. Also, there's a whole debate that we don't need Unions, they don't need the bridge at this moment. All that things then the country need now. Why at this time?
Okay, why at this time? For 58 years, people then will say the time not right, the time not right. But Salon then quick for say, hey, it's what happened in Ghana, it's what happened in Senegal. We not go sit down admire other countries them when they develop themselves. Then I also for say the time not right, the time not right. There is never the right time. But what I can say to all Salomon today, this is not the best time that this country in history for develop this country here. If we miss this opportunity, it will be very difficult for us to take off again. Now, the Lunge Bridge, like I be say, not the bridge if you look at myself, just the bridge. No, it's not. The Lunge Bridge, that bridge that can bring economic development in this country. For example, during the construction of the bridge, or they build the bridge, or they create 5,000 jobs. 5,000 jobs now will create. Now people do not get work. But we youth man them, they pass up and they work no day. We will create 5,000 jobs. That's number one. Second, Boku businesses will develop. But most importantly, we connect two regions of the country were not connected. For example, people that they come over and with fish, with vegetables, then they rotting because they not get transport for bringing them over. People that then die. 2007, we began this helicopter service. Now maybe there be a point for investigate that crash day. 22 people then die. Foolishly, because we're not able to connect Lunge and Freetown. Now we get both of them. I know people that then die in a boat. So what are you try for say? What are you try for tell Salon people them? This country for develop. And for develop this country, we will start with the main axis. We will bring all other businesses together. All right. Like we say, we get other projects them we associated with this bridge.
Earlier, when you start to talk, you talk about the bridge will be constructed with no cost to government.
Yes.
So explain more. We understand that waiting this mean for like some investor can build a whole bridge with no cost to government.
Okay. What does this mean? First, we get for accept say government not get money. Government not get money because of the way we then manage the economy. Government not get money because of the debt they will then take. They will get for pay debt. Your colleague will ask a question, say, if other regime come, they will change. Any debt we take once the government, no matter what come, then go for pay that debt. So now we look at a new way of doing business in the infrastructure space. This is not something new. African countries then now they then begin to understand that. And then work with Boku, PPP, BOT project them. Wait to make us say government, it not will cost government anything. With the build the bridge by a BOT process, government not will be part of it. It not will appear on the government and book them as the balance sheet. So how this go happen? It's very simple. For example, you want to build house, okay? I'll give you an example where all man will understand. You want to build house, you not get money. Okay. You go to somebody, so we get money, post we get money. So build this house for me. Then we go to pay rent. Okay. After you then pay for down, you then pay enough rent, we go reach the price in the house in value. The house will become your own. If it's simple like a mortgage.
So now that process now.
And okay. Now I explain that people don't understand. Now we get the bridge, okay? We want bill. So we'll not get the money, and we'll not take that. So investor will come and say, okay, how much the bridge costs? We'll get the price. We don't talk about their price there. How long it will take for me to get my money back if they receive X amount of money every year? For example, if I get 50 million every year, how long it will take for me to get me money while they invest? Of course, it will take, go quick. It will take a long time. But investors and they're ready for wait. Let the money take a long time because they put interest. So what do they say? And what do we try for explain to Salon people them? The bridge we will build the bridge through a BOT process whereby the investor will put in money. We say we'll get small equity inside. It will collect the money over a period of time. According to your study and analysis, it will take anywhere from 10 to 18 years for getting money back. You see? So when they get the money back and then getting profit, the bridge it become ours. It will turn the bridge back to we.
Now that cost now the issue.
The cost not the issue.
Because if also how then they determine would that almost possible for paying the event they don't done the bridge. Now them on our government.
Before we
waiting they happen at the toll road where 4,000 is the whole issue about the money be boku for the toll road.
Okay, for example, I just say people that you pay $40 today, one passenger with a luggage for go Lungi. Come back $40. The bridge no go cost too. You see?
Then now you people they travel, but this way talk. But you also don't talk about economic benefits.
Yes.
Most people then go for they do business.
Yes.
That might mean thing like for the
exactly.
take transport
that
come over.
Take bus.
So that they determine the cost where you go down.
No, we go for sit down with the developer. We come with the cost, and we go for like I say even for now we will talk say the bridge go pay for itself. We get your own cost them. You see. Let me give you an example, okay? Don't not just look at the people that they go over the bridge. Don't look at the truck then when they serve the airport. Then fuel truck them. Now that they pay over 1,000 something a day for charter the ferry for Ken and go across. If the bridge come, they not go get for do that again. Then some will pay enough money to go make the bridge profitable. But let me also explain something where most people don't understand. All then activities around the bridge, you have a levy, we put small tax there, with that to go towards the bridge. You see? So for example, now we plan the land Nalunge, that they pay to we. So we can take a percentage of that landing fee for go towards the bridge. So when you put all that together, and you put the woman with the blind, people that are going to airport, all man, the bridge will pay for itself.
This $2 billion, is it for the bridge alone or the other component projects that we talk about get for cover some?
No, not for the bridge alone. Because Mozambique then just built a bridge about 3 kilometers similar to Rion. It costs almost 2 billion. South Africa they built a bridge, it costs 5 billion. Similar in Long Reach Rion. The bridge in Macau, we now 50 kilometers. Okay? But I look at that bridge, I calculate the cost per kilometer per bridge. So that make with taxi will cost a very, very moderate and accurate.
Okay, in name na John E. Tambi, Chairperson Presidential Infrastructure Initiative. They talk about the Lungi Bridge project. The time from we studio clock now 18 after the time 8 o'clock, and we'll go for the short break. When you come back, we continue the program. Good morning, Salon.
Better don't come. Now Union Trust Bank again. Your Salon Banco. Union Trust Bank get plenty product and service there for you. You must get what you want to go better. Let we savings account, ide. Current account, ide. Fixed deposit account, ide. Credit facility, ide. All for you. Me and you. Union Trust Bank, na Salon for me and you. Kids future savings account, ide. School fee savings account, ide. Pay advance salary scheme, ide. We branch and they all up at na Salon. Boko no kenema, we ide. Kabala mabogo kakambia, we ide. Jala free town loan sa, we ide. And my lengthy one, me and you. Union Trust Bank, me and you. Union Trust Bank, Union Trust Bank, na Salon for me and you. Union Salon Banco, Union Trust Banco.
Union Trust Bank, empowering Sierra Leonean businesses.
All right, we continue with the program. 8:19 at the time for studio clock. Now we're going to Parliament Osai inside February this year. President we put emergency on rape because of the plenty rape we been go up, and this parliament don't invoke yesterday. Usai the leader in parliament through parliament being used section 29 and other section them of the 1991 constitution for police states of emergency where president's bill being put. Well, because of this, also the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, we don't work on a new bill where they don't care in a parliament and parliament.
It's wrong. That's what you have to address, Mr. Speaker.
I am at a loss.
You have to state your
Hold on. I am at a loss. I am at a loss.
Fine, allow me.
I am at a loss, honorable members.
Now, so the first parliamentary sitting been start from where the High Court been rule in this BNTM. By the petition case them, who signed 9 APC MP them be lost their seats to 9 SLPP MP them, where the clerk na parliament been swear in the same day. Wednesday, June 19 this year, now the first day where parliament been sit down back after the High Court decision day. Just like all time, where parliament can sit down, then they start with prayer and later look inside the vote and proceeding of the last sitting them. But this Wednesday sitting be different because the member of parliament them from the opposition APC party be make strong position say the 9 new SLPP MP them not for sit down at the well of parliament because then say the 9 new SLPP MP are na stranger them.
These members should not be with us in this world. They are not honorable members yet. They don't have the right, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
Noisy for camp parliament. For camp parliament, noisy. On camp parliament by Connie.
Point of order. I don't understand the nomenclature, Chief Whip. What are you talking about? It's a new opposition. What we know, we have the majority number here.
Sit down.
We have the Chief Whip. How can you encourage me talking about Chief Whip? Mr. Speaker, we need